guys, it's Mike. So, just want to catch up on what's been going on. As you know, if you go by my past videos, I was a huge fan of the Galaxy Note 7. Right up to the point that it self-immolated. I mean, that's really not a great feature to have in a phone, so they did the right thing by recalling it. And for my trouble, they sent me this Galaxy S7 Edge, which I've been using ever since the second Note 7 recall. And generally speaking, it's been an okay device. It's modern. They've added a lot of the Note 7 features into it, but it wasn't a Note 7. It doesn't have the same feel. It's not as fast as the Note 7 was. Generally speaking, I don't like it as much as the Note 7, and I got to admit, there's times I kind of wish I went back to the Note 5 that I had previously. The one thing to push me to the Note 7 is I can put a 256 gigabyte SIM card in here, not SIM card, SD card for added storage, which is helpful. But it's only got 32 gigs onboard storage to begin with, which, as you know, if you're running Android devices, that onboard storage is critical. And I had 64 gigs in my Note 5, and I had 64 gigs in my Note 7, so this was a disappointment. Overall, it's okay. Now, as you also know, the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus has just been announced, and it's coming out. And I was debating whether I should get the S8 Plus or just wait for the Note 8 later this year. I decided to go with the S8 Plus. With T-Mobile, I can keep, on my jump plan, I can keep trading in these devices as I need to upgrade. And that's what I'm going to do with this one. It's going to cost me a little bit of money, obviously, to upgrade. Or I'll just pay off the device and sell it. I haven't decided yet. But either way, this here, especially when it connects to Wi-Fi, starts doing the updates, it's just been getting too slow for me as much as I like most of the other things about it. So I'm looking forward to a faster device. As far as the camera on the S8, from what I'm reading in reviews, it's no different than it is on this S7 Edge. So I'm not expecting miracles there. I am looking forward to the Edge display, the smaller bezels, and thank you, Samsung, for on the S8, like you have on the S7, you've kept the headphone jack. As you all know, that's one of my pet peeves, and I do like having a headphone jack. And I hate, for example, it's over here somewhere. For example, if I need to use wired headphones on the iPhone 7, which is my work device, I got to use this idiotic lightning connector, which doesn't work with anything else other than my iPhone 7. So I find that quite irritating. So I'm looking forward to having that Galaxy S8 Plus. Why haven't I gone completely Samsung? I mean, I've got the Samsung Galaxy Gear S2 watch. Clearly, I enjoy Samsung products. Two reasons. Primarily, I do enjoy iMessage on the iPhone. Most of my colleagues and friends do use iPhones. iMessage is very handy. And I like FaceTime. It just works, it connects. Now, there is a FaceTime-like feature inside this device, but it only works with other people that have Samsungs, not even all Androids. You can use things like WhatsApp and other things of that nature. But again, you're relying on people to have that particular app. Whereas generally speaking, iMessage and FaceTime work very well on iOS devices. And this is my work phone, my iPhone 7 Plus. Other than the lack of headphone jack, which still kind of really annoys the living hell out of me, I really like this device. I think the camera on it is fantastic. And actually, this was better than my iPhone 6 and the 6S camera. This one is definitely better than the Galaxy S camera. And I imagine it'll still be better than the Galaxy S8. We'll see if the Note 8 jumps around. But this has become my primary picture-taking device. So if there's three reasons I carry the iOS device, it's the camera, iMessage, and FaceTime. If I could replace those on a Samsung device, I probably would do it. The other nice thing about the iPhone 7 Plus is it is wicked fast. Even with a smaller or slower processor type, it is just blazing fast. It loads everything immediately. It just keeps working. It definitely runs circles around my S7 Edge. We'll see how it does against the S8. I imagine it's still going to be faster, but by a much smaller margin. So looking forward to that. So just real quick, just trying to catch everybody up. I'm going to have to make some more videos soon, but I'm leaving on a business trip this weekend. Want to get you some videos out there, let you know I'm alive, let you know what's going on. Other gadgets that I've been playing with that I've had I now have a few weeks experience with. I did buy these PowerBeats 3 headphones. They're wireless, they are Bluetooth. You know, I generally don't like Bluetooth headphones, but thanks to the Note 7 and needing to be able to switch headphones from one device to another, and that dongle, by the way, doesn't work for crap on the iPhone. So I ended up buying these, which are good. They go, put them behind your head. I did a review earlier on them. They go over your ears here, and I end up finding myself using them for phone conversations. I also find myself using them for workouts at the gym because, you know, they do clip on your ears here. I got them on backwards. It's part of the problem why they're not going on. But they do clip on your ears, and then they generally stay there. They don't fall off, which is more than I can say about these Apple earbuds. These things, I smile and they fall out of my head, so they're terrible for working out. But these work very well for working out. Now, they're about $200. You can get them about $150 on sale. They have different little rubber things for better fitting in your ears. For sound quality, but overall, if you were to ask me, do they sound a lot better than these Apple earbuds? They sound a little bit better, but a $30 pair of headphones versus under $200 pair of headphones, they don't sound that much better. So you're really paying for convenience. Now, battery life on these is great. They say about 12 hours. It's about right. It's about what I'm getting for it. And the nice thing is, they do have the W1 chip in it, which means automatically, as soon as I pair it with any of my iOS devices, whether it's my iPhone, or whether it's my iPad, or my iMac, or my MacBook Pro, all the other devices automatically know about it. That's kind of cool. So all I got to do is go on that device and click connect, headphone connects. Also, I mean, it's well advertised that the W1 chip makes it painless to pair with an iOS device. What they don't tell you is it's also fairly painless to pair with an Android device. So it's like one extra step. Okay, so it's not a big deal. And on this device, which because of the headphone jack, I generally use this for listening to music more than iOS devices now. I can just click connect, and these connect up. Now, do they sound better than wired headphones? No. I don't think any Bluetooth headphone really does. Can they sound better than cheap wired headphones? Yes. Can they sound better than quality wired headphones? Unlikely. But convenient. Take them to the gym. They work. Now, I bought another pair of headphones. Also, I got these on sale. And these are the Beats Solo 3. I got these at Best Buy on sale. These are CAN headphones. They fit over your head. You can use these for telephone calls. Now, originally, I was going to give these away to another family member and use these, but I find cans aren't really the best for phone calls because they block out your outside sound and you just can't really gauge the volume of your own voice and things like that. But the PowerBeats 3 versus the Solo 3, as far as sound quality for listening to music, these are much, much better. They have a nicer seal, deeper bass. Well, that's kind of what Beats are made for, right? Their highs are a little bit muddy, not perfect, but they're acceptable. They actually sound decent. They're fun headphones. Again, about $300. These also pair really well with Android devices. They pair with my iOS devices, exactly the same as the Beats thing. These have some controls on the side here for volume up, wrong side. So up here, volume up, volume down. The middle button, you can either activate Siri, skip a track, things of that nature. The nice part about this is there's a power button here. It's also got a fuel gauge on it. Now, these headphones advertise 40 hours of battery life, and they're not joking. These things last forever. I think I've charged them once in the 3 or 4 weeks I've been using them. I'm using them a lot. But that fuel gauge is kind of nice to tell you how much power you got left. And the reason I'm saying that is on an iOS device, you can pull down the control panel. It'll tell you how much power is left on your headphones. Whether it's on these PowerBeats 3, which do not have a fuel gauge, or on these Solo 3s, which do. But let's say I want to pair them with my Android device or with my my work laptop, which is a Lenovo. Those do not have the interface to tell me what the battery life is on these headphones. So having the fuel gauge on these particular headphones is very helpful to tell me when I gotta charge it. Whereas with these here, I'm just guessing they're gonna run out or not. So I would end up charging them more than I otherwise would. So short version, if you need a pair of Bluetooth headphones, $150, $200 mark, these are not bad. They sound a bit better than your earbuds. I like them far, far better than Apple's AirPods. Is that what they are? Yeah, AirPods. They had a cable in the middle. You can't really lose them. Goes behind your head. Nice and convenient. I would lose those AirPods in 10 seconds. Also, they look a lot better on your head than those things sticking out. These, if you're actually good, if you're actually trying to listen to music, and these are actually good sound quality, wireless, Bluetooth. Oh, and if you want to use them as wired, there is a cable you can plug in here and use them as wired headphones on any device that has an RCA jack. So you got the best of both worlds with these headphones. They don't have noise canceling, but they are cans, so it does block out a lot of noise that way. The only negative thing I would say about these is I plan on using them for air travel, and while it blocks out inbound sound to your head, they're not very good at blocking out sound that goes out. So if you turn it up, everybody sitting around you is going to know your playlist. That may or may not bother you, but I would at least turn it down a bit so you don't disturb everybody on the flight, especially if it's a long haul where people are sleeping. Just a public service announcement from Mike Fury. So that's the main things here. Oh, the other neat device I've picked up recently is this LG 8-inch tablet. Got this at T-Mobile essentially for free. They give you the device, then they credit your bill for the amount of the device. The only catch is you need to pay the $10 service a month for the 2 years, or until you pay off whatever 2 years is. Not bad. So we did this for my 8-year-old son a couple years ago. Got him a small tablet. He's been using it. It's great for him. He gets done when he needs to get done. And if you break it, you're out like $200. It's not a big deal. This one here is an upgrade for that. I've been just playing with it since I got it. It's fast. It does what it needs to do. It'll be a nice upgrade for him. And again, the price being free is going to pay for that service, which generally we'll use anyway on trips and whatnot. So that's kind of where we're at, kind of where I'm catching up with. As for my servers, Unraid server is still going strong. I've done a couple more updates on it since then. No issues at all. It's run strong. Had a couple directories I couldn't delete because Apple left some locked .dot files out there. Able to telnet into the server and whack them that way. So that was fine. I could talk about that if you've run into those issues. And my QNAP server, once again, starting to have some problems with that. The Ethernet card keeps dropping out and it goes offline. I've been able to unplug it and just basically leave it off for a few hours, turn it back on, and the Ethernet card starts working again. I have no trust for that device. I really like the software on the QNAP device, but this will be the third time in less than a year and a half that I've had a hardware failure on it. So if it actually does go out to pasture finally, and it'll probably be out of warranty at this point, I doubt I'm going to reinvest in QNAP. And by the way, last time I had this issue and I made a video, QNAP did reach out to me and they were like, oh, we'll figure out what happened and we'll work with you. And I got that first message and then they disappeared. I never heard from them again. So, I don't know, read into that as you will. It's not a big deal. But if I were to buy another device, I might try to go with Synology, even though I generally like the feature set of QNAP better. I just don't trust the hardware anymore. And they have some nice spec devices. But again, every time it breaks, I'm at their mercy for when I want to repair it. And I'm not sure I want to keep going through that. My Unraid server, going strong again. So I'll keep working with that. The nice thing about, again, I've talked about this before too, the QNAPs and the Synologies, they've got some nice apps that allow you cloud access to your server. Whereas with my Unraid server, I got to sort of VPN into my network in order to access that. Not a big deal, and you can, there's Dockers and things you can use, BitTorrent Sync, OwnCloud, all these things so you can replicate the behavior you normally get on those appliance type devices. That's it, guys. So this is Mike Fury. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.